What is going on, everybody? Bob29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks because today we got a little more gameplay. Uh, this one is not a request as much as it is just me finding something and wanting to kind of share it with you all. So the best there ever will be Bret Hart. There was a lot of hatred about this character when he very first came out. Argument that he was a poor fighter, that he was not good for Attitude Striker, and that his only value would be as a coach, which, as you'll see, I actually have him at his maxed out coaching ability, and I haven't moved him up since then. 31,000 is the max coaching ability for yellow, green, and multi, and I'm sitting at 31,016 talent. I even have a fuse up for him that I got recently, and haven't fused them up because there's no real need to. However, I did want to share that I thought there's a quite interesting moveset with our boy, Mr. The Best There Ever Will Be Bret. Keep in mind, again, my Bret has the gear here. The gear gives Bret, as you can see, +4 starting MP to all colors, not just red or black or green, everything. So that's pretty essential here for how strong he can be. The moveset that we're going to go ahead and use today is actually pretty oddball-ish. It's tricolor. So we've got the Crucifix Bomb counter, the Pendulum Backbreaker, and the Arm Drag. And all these are missing a level in them at silver, so these are essentially 6-star bronze levels. The only thing that would be different here is our power gems would go up from 111 to 117, which isn't enough for me to click the button. We have a choose black gem move. That's going to stay at 7 black gems. And we have an increased black MP move. And guess what? That stays at 10 black MP, which, as you can tell, everything is 6 MP. So we don't really need to increase our MP more than 10. Give me just a second, and I'm going to set up the entourage. All right, so the entourage is as follows. It's pretty much power gem everything. And the reason for that is because we have the gear, so we can get away with just how strong we can turn these power gems into actual hitters. So again, if you remembered, these are only 111k. But when you look at it on this page, they're 584,000. That's a significant increase. And the reason for that significant increase is that we have 150 from Turtle Kofi, 200 from Turtle Ray, and another 75 from TLO Taker. So that's a grand whopping total of 425 additional percentage on the strength of power gems. And we get to use that because we have his gear. So now we're making 42 gems, which is almost the entire board, into power gems that are over 500,000 damage. Something to note, I do have a strap on him. It's an affiliation. That's it. There it is. Nothing on this. No gems, no damage, no move damage, no skill plates. It's about as bare as it can get. Like I said, I took him up for a coach. But figured this out and thought it would be quite fun. So let's go ahead and get in here against Big Papa Pump, and we'll see what he can do. All right, so first things first, obviously we want to get these power gems out here. So we're getting 42 of these bad boys at over 500,000. 584 is a very strong amount of power gems. Now, what we can do on top of that is we can go ahead and use our choose move and set up for some more. Or we can just say, you know what, I want the entire board into power gems. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's hit the arm drag. Let's make the entire board power gems. Why not? It's kind of fun, right? Everything's there. So now we get to choose 7 gems into black gems. So what I like to do for this is I like to make a 5 match. And I like to set up, so we already have a 3 match here, is very nice. I like to set up another 3 match that I can swipe afterwards. So we unfortunately got unlucky there and cascaded. It's kind of lame. This move is reloaded only because we have tour perks. But in the scenario that we didn't have tour perks and we were in feud, We're just not going to go ahead and use this move. This would be at 3 MP, not 5 MP. It's not worth it, right? And I would typically take this black match or this black match because I set them up. But because we cascaded, I'm going to go ahead and take this match that has 2 gems without power gems on them. And hopefully we don't cascade more past that. And so we went ahead and hit him for 25 mil and another 25 mil. So that's 50 mil right there with a cascade. Let's see what he does without a cascade. All right, so we're back. Let's go ahead and hit that power gem move one more time. Let's go ahead and gain our MP once more. And we'll hit our power gem move again. Let's go ahead for the 5 match. We once again already have a nice little 3 match set up here. And I'm going to go ahead and set up another 3 match over here. So no cascade there. We can go ahead and fill in these 4 gems with the power gem move, but I'm going to go ahead and swipe these. And now I will fill in all 6 of these for this final hit. As you can see, we did 25 mil each time. He went from 67 down to 15, so maybe 26 mil. And then again, just take a swipe that you found. So if you set up the black match, that's great. We actually have a better match here because it includes a wild card, so we leave 1 extra power gem on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and take that match. And so we hit him for another 27 million damage there. So 26, 26, 27. You're talking about pretty close to 80 million damage with Striker Bret Hart. All right, now let's assume you didn't have the gear. What you would have to do here is you'd have to put a black MP trainer and Roxanne for red and green MP to have all of these moves loaded. Let's go ahead and see how strong that hits. The reason I didn't put a trainer on is because I obviously do have the gear, so my moves will still start fully loaded. No real need to wasting extra coins and putting more trainers and whatnot on, but we're going to go ahead and test it out without the additional damage. So as you can see, instead of 580k, they are only 330k. Pretty solid drop off for sure. So I definitely want to make sure that I can get as many power gems out on the board as possible. I'm going to go ahead and set up a 5 match right here. And we have a black match that we can set up. I'm going to make this black match to set up here. And I will go ahead and we can do like a black match here. That's fine, right? So our 1 hit hits for 14.8 mil, which is just around 15 mil. Each one of these hits is going to be significantly necessary. So I'm going to go ahead and take this swipe with the wild card included in it. So that's 14 mil. We're going to go ahead and put out the rest of the power gems to fill in this column again. And I'm expecting another 15 million damage hit here. So that was 15.4 mil. So we took him down from 67 down to about 21. So that's about 46 million damage. And as you can see, he obviously kicked out. So that's kind of where this moveset runs into an issue. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's, not perfect or that it's anything along those lines. It still does a decent amount of damage, but you can kind of see where having the gear really pays off for this moveset just because you're picking up so much more damage with it. Well, there you have it. We actually cascaded it against the Big Papa Pump at the end there and picked up a win. I'm not sure if you can see the health bar in the background over here as it's slowly regaining. Yeah, that'll be it for the best there ever will be Bret Hart. I'm definitely a fan of his. Certainly with the gear, as you can see, definitely makes a solid difference provided you have those trainers and coaches, which I don't think Kofi was too difficult to come across. I think TLO's got to be one of the freest characters in the game at this point. Maybe not free, but I think there was like an offer when you first start for $5 for him. He should be pretty easily attainable, is my outlook on it. I know Raphael for Ray is not the easiest to come across, and he is arguably the strongest component of this entourage set for Striker Bret, and obviously the gear. But as you can tell, he doesn't have anything on the strap. He doesn't have any skill plates. He's rocking an affiliation bonus. There's really not much going on there from metal straps, skill plates, and there's no moments either, which it's kind of interesting to see that someone that was so heavily hated and disdained when he first came out, that he's not good and he's lucky if he hits 20 mil, 30 mil, 40 mil with some of the craziest skill plates. And, you know, even without the gear, we did close to about 45 mil, maybe 48 mil. Obviously, it wasn't as a pin. We chopped it up into 3 swipes, but it wasn't too bad. At least I didn't think so. Definitely surprising from my aspect in regards to Striker Bret. I remember not being thrilled with him, and after seeing this new little entourage increase, I was surprised, was pleasantly surprised. So not a request from someone, just kind of me finding something and wanting to share with all of you. So that'll be it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to like the video. If you haven't done so already, make sure to click that little subscribe button so you can be notified for all of my new content. And it makes a solid positive difference when it comes to me becoming a content creator and having an official account to make all of this type of content for each and every last one of you out there. But that'll be it for this one. Make sure to share with your friends if they are curious as to what it is that Bob is talking about with Striker Bret, and what does it mean when he says that he's not as horrible as he once was. And leave some comments left below. What did you think? Did you think that this was interesting? Did you think that Bret hit harder than you thought he would? Do you still think it's a waste of time and you're not going to take him up? Are you interested in chasing his gear after seeing this? Are you interested in seeing a return of the Ninja Turtle event and maybe making sure that you get Raphael next time that it's around? Who knows? Leave some comments left below. Thank you very, very much for watching the video. And until next time, everybody, have a good one.